I've got a question that's not on here, can I ask?
Sure.
No, go ahead.
A lot of times it comes up, people, especially when they just are starting with PI, I think there's a lot of apprehension about, will this get used in a negative way? Some people see the reference patterns as like, well, does this just put me in a box? What have you done to make sure that doesn't happen inside this work environment? That it's used in a positive way?
I want to say we focus on the positive side of it. We focus on people's strengths and work to their strengths. Something that does happen that like kind of drives me crazy is using PI as a crutch as why that person's not doing their job. And my response to that is the PI pattern wrong then? Like, do we need to change the PI pattern? Like, not entering your information into our customer relation management system, that is a part of the job. I don't care what your PI is, like, that's it. So using that as a crutch does drive me crazy. That's not something that is ever, from me, spoken to that employee directly, but that's when the manager falls in that as a crutch. Well, they don't do that because blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? That's pathetic. Like, that is not a good reason to. So there are closed door conversations where we maybe get a little bit more, on the negative side, if you will. But I would say when we're directly managing our employees, we play to their strength and knowing who they are and what makes them tick. That's really what we try to do. But if it does interfere with the job, like that's why we're here, is to do a job, then we have to, go there with people.
You guys really have done quite a good job with that. I mean, that's why I should share. Did you have anything to add there?
No, I mean, I think the biggest thing that I have seen is just the naysayers of, oh, that's not true, or that's not me, or, but then when they really start to read into it, they're like, okay. And I mean, we had, and I don't think he'd mind, but one of our managers attended a training with me, and he was a little bit more on the naysayer, and he came back and he is all about it now. I mean, like, he dove into it. He worked on it both Saturday and Sunday this weekend. I mean, it's insane. I mean, I'm starting to feel like I might be pushed out of my, taking over role here. I'm like, I don't know, but it's more or less just getting them to understand. It's aware, like I said before, it's that awareness, because you may be a certain profile, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just learning how do you play to your strengths.
Yeah.
Like for me, when I read my profile, and I got it in the final interview step, it was like, doesn't really like details, is able to delegate those off. And I'm like, no, like I came from a research role, like that was what my degrees are in and such. And I'm like, no, I do details. And the more that I learned about myself and realized, I'm like, yeah, I don't like details. If you make me, I will, but like, no, I do a little bit better if I don't have to do that kind of thing. And
me too.
Yeah, absolutely. Diabetes, right here. That corporate book really says, or like, being I was just talking about this one yesterday, and don't tell, but being a rule follower. Mine with that corporate hook is like, I am a rule follower, but I'm like, it depends. I'm a little bit more lenient. I can be a little more flexible, and learning those pieces about yourself and understanding that really does help to strengthen you as an employee. And I think that's just where dealing with that and understanding that it's not a bad thing to be this way. It just means your strengths lie somewhere else.
Yeah.